You know, if you followed the show each week, then you know that last week I waxed on about how 15 years ago, sport touring was extremely popular. Big bore sport bikes, modified with bigger fairings, more upright ergonomics, and hard-sided saddlebags were commonly known back in the day as a gentleman's express. But then adventure touring exploded, and sport touring was kind of kicked to the weeds. Well, interestingly enough, 15 years ago, Yamaha launched the FJR, and over the past decade and a half, they've never abandoned the class. In fact, happily, they've been steadily improving and modifying the bike until now. The newest generation is powered by a liquid-cooled, fuel-injected 1300cc inline 4, mated through a slipper clutch to a new 6-speed transmission and shaft final drive. The new model also comes with fly-by-wire throttle control. For stopping, you get linked ABS brakes, while under the electronics heading, there's cruise control, traction control, and 2 engine management throttle controls. All pretty trick. So how does this new generation FJR work out on the open road? Well, here now is this week's guest road tester, Blair Smith.
So have you had much exposure to bikes like this?
Well, not a lot like this. I am more a cruiser kind of rider, yeah.
So what was your first impression when you saw this morning?
Well, I mean, I know guys who ride them, and I've seen them before, obviously. But when I came up to this one, I'm really impressed at how sleek it looks. But I thought, first of all, like the bars, I thought, wow, this is a pretty big bike to put narrow bars. It steers really well, really light. It's really responsive for a fairly heavy bike or a big bike.
Yeah, it is a big bike. But I guess with a motor like that, it feels a little smaller.
It does. That thing handles like, well, like I said, I ride a big cruiser, and that was quite an exhilarating ride all day long. It was, it's got some real jam.
Yeah.
Very smooth. Shifts like smooth as glass. It's and really forgiving too. Like when you downshift, even if you miss a downshift, it's really forgiving in doing that. It's not a big lurch of power. It just slides right into the. Yeah. Really nice. Smooth.
How did you like the brakes?
There's a lot of brake there. When we first pulled out of your shop there, first stop, I thought, wow, that's yeah, there's a lot of brake there.
Yeah. What did you think of that riding position? You've mentioned a couple times the narrow bars. Were you comfortable?
Well, you know, after we got started, like I said, when I first got on, I thought they might be a little narrow, but I was wrong. We got just a short distance down the road. I input a little bit of wobble in it just to see how it feels, and yeah, very light input. You know, it's very responsive. It's a very comfortable position. After I kind of got used to sitting there, it's a very comfortable position.
Yeah. Did you find that the protection was okay for you in terms of the screen?
Yeah, the screen's, I mean, all at your fingertips. The screen is adjustable all the way up. It really unloads all the wind. I found it still noisy behind it, but it unloads. When you bring it up, there's no wind behind the bike.
Yeah, you're right in a bubble, right?
Oh, for sure.
What about the comfort of the saddle? This bike clearly is designed as a sort of, they used to call them a gentleman's express, but the idea that you could ride across the country, was it comfortable, the saddle?
I think that would be easy to do on this bike, and with some speed and style. It doesn't look like a real soft saddle, but you know, the few hours we spent on it today, I was quite comfortable the whole while. It's, yeah, I like it.
And I noticed, speaking of taking a weekend or a week away in the saddle, you were exploring the bags. What did you think?
I was, because of course I ride a big bagger, and I'm always curious what kind of storage space is in them. I think you could easily put a full face helmet in there, and you know, probably a single rider, you could put 3 or 4 days worth of supplies and clothes and whatnot in that. So yeah, I think that'd be a great bike to do a little touring with. There's a top box you can get with it if you're riding 2 up. So yeah, there's lots of storage available.
Anything disappoint you? Did Yamaha overlook anything on this motorcycle?
Well, the one thing that I like to be in control of things on the bike, and this one, I know when you first let the clutch out to start going, it inputs about 200 or 300 RPM just to get you going. Well, I wasn't ready for that at first, and it was kind of a big surprise as I started out, because they, you know, it was kind of not a smooth clutch application because it was already inputting throttle. But after I got used to that, it's okay. But yeah, I was quite impressed with the bike. It's very light, it's very nimble, it's real solid on the road, and lots of power there.
One lasting impression. When you get home tonight and you call your daughter, what are you going to tell her?
I might be looking for a new bike.
Come on.
Yeah, this is a real nice ride, and yeah, if I were in the market for a more upright sitting bike, I'd definitely be in the market for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, you did a great job today, and it looked like you're having a little bit of fun.
I certainly was, and
Yeah.
thank you very much for having me on.
All right, thanks for coming out today.